Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the very first episode of the One Photo Project. And if you're not familiar with what the One Photo Project is, that is no problem whatsoever. It's something I just started up to just try to build community, try to get us like-minded people together, and just you give out a theme each month and everybody gets an opportunity to send in one photo to fit that current theme. And in the first one we got 9 total entries, including mine, which is pretty awesome. And this very first theme was the kitchen table. And just brief background on that is, when I was growing up, all the meaningful conversations, all the important conversations, they all took place right at the kitchen table, and I feel like that has kind of gone away for the most part. So I just wanted everyone to kind of share their stories and an image of their interpretation, your interpretation of the kitchen table. So before we get into the images, I just want to thank everybody for participating. That's pretty awesome. I honestly didn't know what to expect, and 8 of you submitted images, and I'm really happy about that. I love going through pictures and chatting about them and talking about what I like about each and every picture. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'll show everybody's image, touch on all of them just a little bit, might feature a couple. So that's it. It's not a competition. It's nothing like that. So don't feel like it is. I just enjoy photography, and I know you all enjoy photography, and there is no right answer. There's no wrong answer. There's just engagement and participation, just having a little bit of fun and sharing our joy and love of photography. So thank you all for joining and participating and watching this video. If you get a chance to comment, let the people that submitted images know what you thought about their images. I would appreciate that. So in going forward, so February 28th, I don't think this year's a leap year, so February 28th is the last day to turn in your entries for the March video, and the theme for March is going to be cold. That's it. You interpret it the way you want, and if you've watched the channel for at least a little bit, you know I've been sick and tired of all the cold and the long winter, and hence the theme for cold. So get your images in for March before the end of February. February 28th at midnight is fine. March 1st, sorry, I can't take any, no exceptions, so sorry about that. So with that, I know you've been waiting to see the images, so let's jump right into those right now. Let's go. All right, is everybody ready? Let's jump into the first one. This is William Beck's image. Thank you, William, for sending this in. William's backstory for this image just said, right in the kitchen, the center of everything. And I see that, and I like how William centered up everything in this image and put the kitchen table right in the center and use that countertop there as some foreground interest. I love the warm tones in this image and how the kitchen table is literally in the center of everything, and it seems like it's respite for the rest of the room, and that's where you're going to go to take it easy, take a load off, and chat with whoever is around. So great job, William, and thank you very much for sending this in. All right, next up, Nancy Ward. And Nancy says this is Christmas breakfast, and I love it. Very well composed, very well exposed, and it's just a warm breakfast, Christmas nostalgic image, and thank you very much, Nancy, for sharing this with us all today. I really appreciate it. All right, the next one is sent in by Christopher May, and this is actually a film image. And Christopher mentioned in his backstory that he loves the play of light, and I cannot agree more. Just love the shadows, love the composition, love this in black and white, and yeah, just a cool image. Love how the slats in the blinds in the background imitate, or just love the pattern between the slats and then the shadows and then two chairs. Just a beautiful, nostalgic, down home country kitchen table, and love this image in black and white. So thank you very much, Christopher, for sharing this image. I really love it. All right, so the next one is from Woody Mallory, and I'm just going to read his description or backstory verbatim. So, before my wife passed away almost 4 years ago, our house was the meeting place for family, holidays, birthdays, etc. Both the kitchen and dining room tables would be full, and the extra carried over to the den with TV tables. Not that way anymore, and I miss having all the family here. Well, Woody, thank you very much for sending this image in and sharing your story. And I think your wife lives on through this image and this beautiful kitchen, the beautiful setup, and just the tablecloths, the everything about this image, the curtains in the background, all the decorations, everything about this image is just pure nostalgia, pure family, and it's pretty easy to see why that was the meeting place for the whole family, for all the birthdays and all the holidays and everything else. And yeah, thank you so much, Woody, for sharing that image. It's a good one. The composition is beautiful. The exposure is spot on, and just love that image. So thank you so much. This one is from Jim Bauer, and thank you very much, Jim, for sending this in. And this just says, empty nested for over 35 years. This table held nightly family dinners, holiday meals, enduring countless crayon marks, milk and juice spills, pumpkin guts, gingerbread houses, tough growing up decisions, sad announcements, and happy news shared with celebratory libations. I love that. Now it silently stands as a medical bill paying, income tax preparation, retirement planning desk, and occasional photo video editing workstation. The once chaotic source of sibling arguments over who cleans the dishes, board game laughter, homework questions, and the reverent soft voices of pre-dinner prayers, thankful for breaking bread together as a family, now suddenly slips into empty seats gathered silently around echoed, cherished memories. Wow, so talk about a legitimate tearjerker. Holy cow. But that's exactly what I did this for. Like all good images tell a story, and Jim really provided us with a beautiful story. Jim, you should be an author if you're not. But just such a beautifully written backstory on this image, and I can't say anything else to enhance or make that any better. Hit me right in the old heartstrings, my friend. So yeah, thank you very much for sending this in. I really appreciate it. Wow. Alright, so this one was sent in by Lisa Brogdon. Thank you, Lisa, very much for sending this in. And the description says, snow day from work and school, laughter was loud, stories were shared, and memories were created. And just look at this image. Everybody's at the kitchen table. And it looks like they're playing Monopoly. It's like, oh my god, talk about taking me back to my childhood and playing Monopoly and Yahtzee and whatever board games, Trivial Pursuit, those kinds of things. And just love this image in black and white. Just a powerful, nostalgic image. This is one that you guys will look back on in 20 years, 10 years, whatever, and talk about the furniture that you had at the time, and talk about your son and what he looked like at that age, and what you guys looked like at that age, and yeah, just love the pedestal table. I mean, and this is a great one for black and white. Just love it. All right, thank you guys for sending this in. Another good one. All right, so this image is from Preksha J. That's how it came across on the form, so I'm sorry if I get that wrong. But the backstory on this image, we never had a kitchen table. Just a slab in the kitchen where water glasses line up, vegetables get chopped, notes get written, and phones rest between tasks. We don't sit here to talk. Still, this is where the day gets decided. It's like, some of you guys really should be authors. I mean, can really tell a story in just a handful of words, and this image, along with the backstory, really is awesome. Love this image in color. Love the description that tells you exactly what's going on. Someone's handwriting a note while somebody's chopping vegetables, and you have everything in the background, and you can tell it's just a small table, but at the same time you can also tell by the image everything is getting done here, and it's just a phenomenal share. So thank you very much. Really appreciate the story behind the image and the amazing image as well. So thank you so much for sharing that. Alright, and this one was taken by Joel Charbonnet Jr., and this is an image of his parents taken on a Minolta SRT 101, which I have sitting right behind me right now. It was taken in 1975, and Joel says he has fond memories of his mom and dad reading the morning newspaper and discussing current affairs and family issues while we ate breakfast. My mom was an avid reader and always had a novel by her side. My dad is holding his infamous fly swatter, which is pretty awesome. When I first looked at this image, I thought it was a golf club, to be honest. But yeah, the fly swatter, that's awesome. And I was a budding photographer at the time. So this is my favorite image of the bunch. No offense to anybody, so please don't take it. I just love the tones and the textures, and just, it looks like this was taken with a flash, which, I mean, everything brings me back to the 70s in this image, and that's before I even knew this was shot in the 70s. It's just, I love the color of the wall. I love the textures and tones and the repeating patterns within the blinds.
and Mr. and Mrs. Charbonnet sitting there at the table. It's just awesome. Everything about this image is just the looks and the faces, the famous fly swatter, just awesome. And they're just sitting there, at the breakfast table, kitchen table, and just enjoying each other's company. And like Joel writes in his description, they would sit there and talk about the day's events, what's going on in the world, what's going on in the family, and those are the things that take me back, and those are the things that I wish we were doing more of in today's world. So I am trying to get back to that, personally. So fingers crossed, we'll keep it up. But Joel, thank you very much for sending this image in. It's pretty awesome. All right, now it is time to share mine, and here it is. This is our dining room table. This is the table where the big meals take place. This is where we play cards every Wednesday night when my stepmother comes over and we play 5 crowns. And I typically lose each and every game. But yeah, this is where we have Thanksgiving dinner. This is where we come together and enjoy each other's company. And I just wanted to also show my wife does an incredible job of decorating our house for each and every holiday. And this was just a little table runner that she had made for Valentine's Day. And I like this over the top image, this looking down image, and just showing the symmetry in the lines on the table, the symmetry in the slats on the chairs. I could have easily photoshopped my feet out, but I think that actually adds to the story, showing that I had to get up onto the chair to take that image. And yeah, it's not going to win any major awards, but it's definitely a true view of our kitchen table and where the important conversations and the meaningful conversations and all the important meals take place. So that's it.
All right, everybody. Hey, that is it for the first ever one photo project with the theme of the kitchen table. So, friendly reminder for the month of March, the theme is cold. If you've seen my videos lately, you'll know what I'm talking about. So shoot those images in, get them in by February 28th, and we will do this again in the middle of March sometime. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're doing this one as a premiere. If this one works well, we'll stick with that format. If not, we'll mix it up a little bit and see what happens. So, hey, you all know the drill. Like it if you did. Subscribe if you haven't. And ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And with that, I am Garrick, and I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. We will see you next time, everybody. Thanks again for participating. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.